Every year, To Write Love on Her Arms has a theme for World Suicide Prevention Day. This year's theme is Stay. Find out what you were meant for. As a writer, I am attracted to language. The word stay is powerful. 4 letters, 1 syllable, simple, honest, direct. To remain, to refuse to move, the opposite of leave. For me, it's the finding out what I was meant for that's the hard part. I've heard all my life that you have to have a plan. Go to college, get a 4-year degree, be married by 30, have 4 kids, buy a crappy house in the suburbs and pay taxes till I die, and then pay some more taxes. But that's not really me. I march to the beat of my own drum, and by that I mean I join parades I'm not a part of and walk out of sync while banging metal pot lids together. Some people have a 30-year plan in their head, and that's great. Me, I have a monkey banging cymbals and doing backflips in mine. Since I was a kid, I've wanted to be a scientist, a pro wrestler, Batman, a writer, a filmmaker, and a poet. So far, I have burned ants with a magnifying glass, been dropped on my head in the backyard, written a children's book with no pictures that hasn't been published, made several dozen YouTube videos that several dozen people have watched, and written a couple of poems. The closest I've come to fulfilling one of my plans is actually becoming Batman, if wearing a plastic mask and a towel cape counts. My point is, I'm going to be 30 next year, and I still have no idea what it is that I was meant for. And that is exactly why I stay. I stay because there's still so much crap that I need to do. I stay because there are still unlogged miles on my car's odometer. I stay because no matter how bad the current season of my personal TV show gets, it's not bad enough that I ever want to cancel it. When I fall into that old familiar pit and it's so dark that I can't see, I know that no matter how deep it is, I can still make it to the surface. My loved ones are always there to toss me the ladder, and sometimes that ladder isn't long enough, but just because something is out of reach, that doesn't mean you stop jumping for it. I stay because anxiety and loneliness are the skeletons in my closet, the uncovered bodies at the bottom of my pit, and skeletons make lousy company. I stay because no matter how dark the pit is, I know that if I keep climbing, I will eventually reach daylight again. Depression is a set of heavy chains tied around your ankles, and despair is the one that shoved you into the lake, but if you just hold your breath for one more second, I promise you will find the key in your pocket. I stay because there are so many questions I still want answers to, and those answers can only be found in the back of the book that is my life, and that book is still being written. I stay because I know that even if I don't think my tiny little light is impressive, for someone else out there, my light is a beacon on the shore during a storm at sea, and if I were to extinguish that light, it's not just my own ship that I would be wrecking. I stay because life isn't about the destination, it's about the journey, and even on my worst days, my loved ones don't let me drive without a full tank of gas. I stay because we're all on the road to the grave, but I know that that doesn't mean I have to be in the passing lane. I stay because even on the days when I feel as insignificant as a spoke on a wheel, I know that I am somebody else's linchpin. I stay because I'm worth the effort. And if you're out there and you're listening, I hope that you will stay too.